we have all the fighters on the field.
If we're taking our iconic kits, yes.
All right, everybody. Today we're going to be playing a game called King's Crown, or Burger King's Crown. Very clever, very clever. It's on theme. The goal of the King's Crown is to both steal and maintain possession of the crown. To steal the crown, one must wear the crown, which will be this hat, and sit on the throne. The throne is the 5x5 box over here. And by sit, I just mean be both legs inside. If you don't leave it. The game is going to be played over 7 rounds. At the beginning of each round, each team may vie for the crown, denoted by me saying, "Who'd like to vie for the crown? 3, 2, 1. Then you raise your hand. You and your team raise your hand if you're vying for the crown that round. If you do not vie for the crown, you stay in your nirvana. You cannot attempt to go steal the crown. Teams inside their nirvana cannot be attacked, but once you are vying for the crown, you cannot enter your nirvana until you say this 3 times. I live to fight another day. I live to fight another day. I live to fight another day. You forfeit your individual vying for the crown, and you go back to your nirvana. You have to be 20 feet away from any other players or non-team members. Yeah.
And that's I live to fight another day 3 times.
3 times.
If you're vying for the crown.
Right.
Wounds carry between rounds if you do not head back to your nirvana. So, the team who is in possession of the crown, their wounds stay.
But like if you've lost an arm near the end of a round, you can either fight to the last second in hopes of taking the crown, or go ahead and give up, go back to your nirvana, and let your wounds heal.
Correct.
And if you are legged between rounds and you return to your nirvana, or I'm sorry, if you are legged at the end of the round and you don't opt to return to your nirvana using the incant, what happens to you?
You die. If you do not have possession of the crown.
Okay.
Yeah. If your team does not have possession of the crown.
Okay.
All right. Rounds will take place in over 5 minutes, or until there's no active buyers for the crown. So if all teams have been eliminated or gone back to their nirvana, good. Each player gets 2 lives. 2 lives. So your team has 2 chances, essentially, to take the throne and maintain it. When you want to go take the crown, one of your team must come into the throne room and say, "I take this crown, I take this crown, I take this crown. I will give you the crown. You must wear it." Only one person can have the crown at a time. And if there's someone in there with the crown, you have to kill them to take it.
An actual DK crown?
Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
How is this game ultimately decided?
Thank you. This game is ultimately decided by the amount of points your team gets by holding possession of the crown. On round 1, you get 1 point. On round 2, you get 2 points. On round 3, 3, etc. So later rounds are worth more, but they're also deadlier, potentially, right? And if your strategy is to kind of preserve energy, that means you're not getting the early points accruing, right?
And those could be the tiebreaker at the end.
Yeah.
Question. If you have possession of the crown and are sitting on the throne,
Yep.
can you still fight? As long
Yes,
as
you
you
can
don't
still
leave?
fight.
Okay.
You cannot leave the bounds. You'll get called dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the wild random event that only one team fights for the crown, is that just auto win?
They auto win, and we move to the next round, and they get a point. 4 points. Yep. Does this make sense to everybody?
Yes.
You said we get 3 attempts.
You get 2 lives per player.
Okay.
I do have a question.
2 respawns or 2 lives?
2 lives.
Total?
So one respawn.
Atticus,
Yep.
how do I respawn if I can't enter my nirvana?
Between rounds, players who have died return to their nirvana.
So,
Otherwise,
Do I have 2 lives for the entire game?
Yes.
otherwise you must use the incant. I live to fight another day. I live to fight another day. I live to fight another day. And you have to do that before the end of the timer, or you are dead.
Alright, 2
Right.
lives for the entire game. I'm understanding now.
Yep. Yep.
What's this whole each team's Nirvana? Where is that going to be located? How is that?
We're gonna divide teams. There's cones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. Perfect. That'll be team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, down there.
Yep.
This is centralized.
Question: Do you heal wounds when you return to Nirvana?
Yes.
Does the whole team have to return to their Nirvana, or
No.
can one player? Okay.
One player. Yeah. So yeah.
And what was the incantation? Just take the crown again.
You take the crown. I take this crown. I take this crown. I take this crown.
Understood.
I get it.
Choose to return to your Nirvana.
I live to fight another day.
Are healed, you can jump back in.
No. Once you're in the Nirvana, you've been like locked out from the round.
But you're still alive.
You're still alive. So you don't lose your life. 7 rounds.
Hey,
Yeah.
the whole team have to fight for the crown?
Yes. Yeah.
Ready?
That was my question.
Okay.
Yep. The entire team vies for the crown at once.
Can we move that cone into a shady spot so that they're not directly in the sun?
Baking in the sun.
Oh, I thought that it was that color for that one.
Yeah. There's
Right there, right there.
here.
There. Oh.
They shouldn't matter too much.
Hell yeah. Woo.
All right.
Pale.
Yeah.
Team 1.
Glow in
Team
the dark.
2. Team 3.
Yeah.
Team 4. Team 5. Team 6. So 4, 5, 6.
Can we get like a minute or two to strategize? Of course. Okay.